Hello guys, today we are going to make an illustration of this house. You can see that this is the house and we need to redesign or re-illustrate or recreate this in Adobe Illustrator. So let's make it locked by pressing Ctrl and 2. Then let's start working on it. First of all, we are going to use the fill colors to complete this design, and then we can add some details also. So for now, just using the fill color, we must have to keep this design within 5 colors at the end, so we will do that later. For now, just using normal concepts, and after that there is a lighter part. You can see, I think starting from here is good. And after that, just collecting all the colors possible firstly, then we will move with the details also. Now just doing this design as it is. Now here you can see that there is a white line in the design. And now let's draw this below part. Just need to complete it as close to the design possible, and then we will move next. Mm, let's complete this with the colors possible. Now I'm using Control Shift third bracket to make it above. Whichever you want to make it above, just select it and Control Shift third bracket, and this is how you can make it above. As it seems like it's outer of this area, so I'm just adjusting it accordingly. And now we can also draw these doors, as there is a big difference in the gap. I'm going to make them a little aligned. I know this is different thing, but sometimes we need to do it manually, as the image is not 100% scaled, right? So we have to do it scaled. press shift direct selection tool and you can adjust it accordingly. So this is still now. For this I think this color will be good, and as I can see there is something, so we will move on that later. For now just complete the design. Ping it also, this color is not bad. I'm selecting all this and pressing Ctrl Shift third bracket, again doing the Ctrl Shift lift third bracket, Ctrl Shift third bracket. This is how we can arrange it. And now it's time to draw the tour. So this is just a quick step, we can do it very easily, just taking the taking the shapes, red, and now I think this is like this. We can also use the rectangle directly, but as we are going to the details process, we have to move with the longest way possible to keep all the details as it is. And now it's time to have the stroke of with the rectangle. The strokes can be done with just click on the strokes and you will see align stroke to inside, and this is how you can also align with the inside option. And now just taking this rectangle shape by Ctrl C Ctrl V, and we'll adjust it here. Make sure it's aligned with the horizontal left. Doing the same thing again, Alt Shift and then select both accordingly, this horizontal align right. And now it's just a basic sketch of the door. Now it's time to complete the door. So I have selected all the shapes for the door, all the shapes for the door. Now I am expand appearance, as there was a stroke, object expand again, and now it's time to use the shape builder and alt button to delete all these shapes. And after that I have to use the white color. As we can see here that there is a white color in the door. I'm just using it randomly and doing the same for this one. And we want the door to be above, so Control Shift third bracket, and now group all them. After grouping all them, Control Shift left third bracket, Control right third bracket, and now it's almost, if I show you the before and after, you can see this is the face till now. There is a lot more thing to do, just stay tuned and watch how can we do that. So for that I have to turn off the stroke, for turn on the stroke sometimes to add some details, and we will try to use as minimal color possible. I'm going to use same colors using sometimes paint tool, sometimes the rectangle and everything. We just need to know how to do this, and this is the solution of illustration. And now it's time to reflect it, and I have reflected it, and just select all it, and let's try it a little more. Just deleting extra shapes. One more step. I'm trying to delete extra shapes, but why, I don't know, I am unable to do that. Yes, I got the reason. It's a little bigger than the design. Now it will cut down it. I have I'm using Alt and Shape Builder to delete extra shapes. Just zooming in to delete it. This is very small shape. Probably no one will notice it, but a graphic designer will definitely try to keep it clean and as much possible to relevant. And now let's do the same thing for the above. We can select both by reflection tool, both point, and then scale tool. Doing it to the left will manage everything for both sides. And now it's time to color it. Now we can also create the above shape by paint tool. And it's done, I think. According to us, it's done. So I'm just using it. There are a lot of details to complete. As you can see, there are different shapes here, so we have to draw it manually. We are using object path, offset path to differentiate between them, just using a darker color. If I show you how does it look, it looks like this. So you can see we have used this color or any other color from this source, and a darker color, so this create a effect while staying on the design. So maybe at the end we have to remove some colors. We will do that. Let's watch this video to get the idea how can we do that. First of all, let's create the design as much as possible according to the house. Now let's add some rectangles to draw these lines. Now let's add ellipse tool to draw it. Make sure it's white. It can be dark. Now we have done this, and now it's time to cut out other things possible. Doing the same for this shape. Drawing a circle. Now if we see that there is a small rectangle, or you can say square shape here, and we have to do the same thing with this also. Object path, offset path should also do the same. Now we can add a whiter part here according to the design. And if I show you it, you can see that there is a darker part here. If I show you, just follow my process to understand what I mean here. I have drawn a shape here, and now it's time to cut out by shape builder tool. And I've used a darker color. And if I show you what I did, you can see there is a darker color in option. We can use this color or this color, whatever, but it should be darker than this one. But I feel this one is okay for it. Make sure every object is grouped so you can adjust it whenever needed. So as you can see, the house details are now getting according to the design. As long as we will work on it, you will see that the design is finalized and completely related to the main design. So let's stay tuned. I've just added a brighter color for accordingly the main image, and now it's time to add some details above. And as you can see, there are, now we can down some opacity to see the pipe connection within the houses and its need for the house. Let's just add a white color to make this. Just taking a simple pen tool can also draw this pipe. Just see how I'm doing this. I have firstly drawn a line with the pen tool and turned on the stroke. Okay, but now this game is not yet finished. As you can see, there is around it. So just click on this with the direct selection tool and manage everything. And this is how you can also draw the pipes over here. So I think these shapes are created. Now just expand it, and I have always made it group as I want all this same kind of shapes in the same group. So and now you can see there is a window type something. I don't know, maybe this is ventilator or something like this. I will just draw it. Let's follow the main design shapes. The window is not like we expected, it's a little different. There is a small square in the middle and two rectangle on left and right. So this was the main design, and now it's time to add a window, keeping it the same color. For now we will adjust it accordingly. Keep the white part always white, and now we can use sorry, let's first of all make it the opacity perfect as it was. Now it's time to add darker color within this, maybe this one for now. And this looks like this. And as the designs are getting completed, you can see how cool it's looking now. If I show you again, this is the after design, and it's almost related to the design, you can see it. And now it's time to work on the upper window here. First of all, let's just click create a normal rectangle, and then just turning on the strokes, making a wider or thicker rectangle, and after that there is the game starts. Keep it minimal and draw it again and again, and select everything, sorry, select every rectangle within this, and just click on this one, vertical distribute center, and this will distribute the center accordingly. For that, if you want to make it proportional, you have to adjust the last two gaps between them, and then just select everything and do this, and most probably this will solve your problems. And this is how it looks like now. And doing I'm not going to do everything like again, just selecting all these rectangles and probably making horizontal flip of the design. Now I just cropped with the pathfinder the shapes, and now it's time to now you can see that this looks like this one. Now it's time to create one more rectangle. As you can see, rectangles are mostly used in this design. We can use this color, I think, instead of the main color, as the color match as the window glass color match this one. Sorry. So we are doing the same thing for both sides. And if now we turn on this as this, and you can see there are a really great view for this window. Let's try one more thing. If we can adjust this color to this one, and it looks good or not. I think this should also look good, but now I am keeping it as it is. And now just see if there is any details missing, and you can see there is also a window at the end. Just need to focus on it. Now turning on the fill, and now I'm shift alt and left click with the shape builder, deleting all these parts, and now it looks like this. If I show you again how it looks like before and after illustration, and you can see the difference. As long as the design is getting completed, it's looking like the design is the directly related to the main design. So let's complete it. Here we need to adjust something in this place between the pipes. We need to add a connection between them so that it doesn't look weird. House illustration. Now doing this with the pathfinder tool, and just round it, and this will make the design more acceptable to a human that it's a real pipe. And now let's see another window or anything like this. You can see that there is a oval shape, you can say oval shape design here. So here we need to focus a little more. First of all, keep the designs dark colors, black I think for now, and then Control C, Control F, or you can don't need to Control C, Control F, just object path, offset path, and see which one works well for you. I'm firstly trying with 50. This is a lot bigger. 20 is much better. 15 is perfect. Doing again object path, offset path, and I think both are perfect. Trying to make the, and now if I show you, sorry, and now it looks like this, but there is a lot of works to be done. Like this, both should have a stroke, or you can say anything like this, a stroke, just keep it a stroke. Stroke should be with darker color. Darker means like this one. And now if I turn on, this looks like this. And now we need to work on brick styles, and for that we are making this opacity lower. And I will work on it like for just see the process. Here is something to learn, I think. Just trying to adjust it. I will not draw everything. I'm just trying to make you understand simple design things. Just see it, and maybe you will see something interesting. I'm just making it a copy. Okay, 90 degree, and I'm making it all selected. And now just use the reflect tool, keep it vertical, and now select both groups, sorry, select both groups and do again the same thing, but this time it should be horizontal. And still I think you can't understand what I am going to do. Just see the process and you will know what will happen now. Just expand it, unite it, or whatever it is. You just need to make it a little smaller, and now it's time to start the magic. Unite it, and now just make a copy of this. Control C and Control F, and make the opacity 100%. This should also be expand appearance, expand for the stroke, and ungroup, and now Control C, Control F of this shape, and Control Shift third bracket, and now select this one and crop. I know this seems very uneasy for you, but the magic happens when you see this design perfectly. Now again doing the same thing, crop, and now the only shape left here, and you will see it now. Just unite, sorry, I'm making double copy of this. First copy should delete like this. You can also do it without making double copy. Just make it above this, so Control Shift third bracket. So this will make everything easier for you. And now you can see it not 100% similar, but it can look like easiest way to do that. And after that it's time to down the opacity so that I can make this shape easily. Again this shape can be colored as this one if we want, and then again making this stroke and making the stroke bolder, copy. Now join them by and hopefully this you can see the difference now. And now it's time to draw the ellipse or circle, whatever you say. This time again same theory for the vertical reflect. Just first of all make a bigger circle and align with. Now for the stroke I think it should have this color. This is good as it is. Now just make the opacity as normal. And now you can see this shape is also complete. So if we make the fill on and again see the difference between, I know this took a lot of time, but they deserve it I think. So there is you can see the difference between. And now we need to draw the roof. I think everything is almost complete. Now it's time to draw the roof. Trying to get the roof as it is using the same color. Control Shift third bracket to make the house above. And there we need to introduce two colors, or we can also use one color. Just pluck one. When we added black color, there are a lot of possibilities to use black color in a lot of places, but for now I'm just using it so that the design is completed, and then we will fix the color within 5. So I'm again doing it, and this should be in darker color. So darker means this one. And again draw pen tool shape with the pen tool, and this should be brighter, so I'm using this one. Keeping it straight to the main design. You can also do it later, but let's keep it now as it is. If I show you the final variation till now, you will be surprised to see that the house is almost copy duplicate of this one, right? Now let's see if we can do something with this flower ornament type things. You can see here what can we do for this? Just draw a stroke. You will be surprised why I'm using stroke, but let's try to do some magic if it can be done. I'm not sure if I can do it, but I think there is a possibility. Just taking a stroke, making it bolder, then making it like this one or this one, whatever feels good for you. I'm just using this one, and maybe this time I need to stroke it for 15 pt or point, and then and there is the magic starts. Just say it: object expand appearance, pathfinder unite, and then go to effect, distort and transform, and then zigzag. Let's see if zigzag works for it. No. And then go again, distance transform, packer and plot. I don't know it's working or not. Let's try different thing. Roughen. I think you can see some details, and it should be good enough for this detail. Instead of drawing manually, we have added a random shape which looks like that. So we have using, as you can see, that we are using roughen with 2.49% size and 16.89 detail per inch. Okay, and now it's time to expand it. Object expand appearance, and we can give it green color or any color you want. uh, I just showed you the process of designing, and now there is a red color, I think, something in red color, so we can also design that. Okay, we have done that. Now we need to keep a color that is available, and I think this red or this red or this, I think this red is okay for this one. And if we focus that there is also a floral or something decorated uh, above the door, so we need to do the same thing with this. Just make a shape, turn on the stroke, make the stroke wider possible, and then make it white profile 1, effect, sorry, then object expand appearance, effect, distort and transform, roughen, object expand appearance, unite. We have multiple ways to do this. I'm using this process. We can also make a copy of this to look like it's in both sides. And now it's time to make. So if I show you the design till now, you can see that this looks like original, similar to the original one, and I don't see anything incomplete. But we can do one more thing, which is the last part, I think, for this design. Last or second last or anything, not a lot of tasks to do now. Just see the process. First of all, turn down the opacity. Let's make a rectangle with the black color. Now doing one rectangle here with the black color. And now it's time to add some details like brick details. And if I show you what do I mean by brick details, I need to firstly select all these and Control G, and now turn down the opacity. And for this part, I think adding a darker brick is enough to make the detail. So first of all, we need to know how much gap it should have, and then just continue. Now just make a copy and continue. And I think this is enough for brick details. Just adjust it accordingly. No need to be 100% perfect. Make the opacity as normal. Now it's time to ungroup. I'm just using the Control Shift left third bracket right third bracket to make these shapes. If I show you these details right until now, and you can see this looks like something like this. And now if we see closely, just turn down the opacity to show you what I mean. There is a small white shape between this design, so let's do that. Keep it minimal, but must keep it. This design has done a lot of shapes, that's why shape builder is not okay for this now. So we can do it by ungroup, and after ungrouping this will be easier. So you can learn something new here also. And now it's time to follow the brick details. and it can be copied if needed, and doing the copy again and again till end. Adjust it, select the stroke, use Ctrl Shift third bracket to make it arrange above, make it go below. And now and now I can see this design as more complete, but there is still some work needed to done, but that needs close understanding of this design. If you can see that we have made this diagram, so we have to fix it. And now we have to add some big details. Let's add a big details with a different method. For that, I'm just ungrouping it to show you how can I do that. So I am making a rectangle. Firstly, I'm not going to design all the big details. Must remember, I'm not going to design all the big details. Just see what I'm doing. So this is how we completed it. And if you see, I have kept it half. Same for this part. And one shape should be here. Now if I just look at it, and you can see that we can do it by like this one, like this one, but we can also do the same thing for with the right side. You can see how the big details are made, but I'm not going to do it like this. This will require a lot more time. So what can we do? Suppose this is the normal brick and we have to follow this. So for that we have to study on it. Let's explore. What can we do with this? We can do a lot more things to apply the same effect, but for now I'm just using my common sense to complete this design. So first of all, we have to make sure the design should be half of this main design. So let's try to understand what do I mean. Just group it, and now we have this type of brick details, and we have to make something so that where this just try to understand where this rectangle, or if I show you, this is red, just making red to make you understand, and this is red. So I need to make sure where it stops means where it breaks it should start. Just see it, maybe you can understand what do I mean. I just use shape builder with Alt Shift, and now it's time to remove the extra shape. Again, make sure it has align with middle, and then do this. It must have to align with middle. Now again, taking the same line, doing again middle, sorry, it should be ungroup. I have to make it middle according to this, and now again do the same thing. So if I show you that the magic of this, just see this, and when we match here, this looks like this. Now again I have to do the same thing with the right and left. Suppose this left and this right makes a shape, and you can see that this works. So we have completed our brick, and now it's time to unite them. And if there is any more step, just simplify it. Sorry, there is no need to simplify or anything like this, just I'm using it. You can do it, but as it's a work for our clients, so we must remove the unnecessary parts. So I think this is okay for now. I'm just going to make a copy of this, and this time this should be this type of darker color. So I'm going to create two types of brick. Why I have taken the darker color, you can see that there is also a brick details here, so we have to do the same thing for this one. So we have completed it, and now go to the swatch, new swatch, sorry, not like this, window, swatches, go like this one. And suppose if we need to do some fill, so Control C, Control F, and you can see the difference. I think it feels uneasy for you, as it's a lot more brick details. We can do one more thing if we don't want to tolerate this kind of things. Let's firstly check it's okay or not. First of all, we can do the same thing for here. Making copy of it, object path, offset path, and this time I'm going to use 0.005. So it will do a slight changes that is really visible to us. Object path, offset path, minus 0.05. 0.09. Let's try it and try to get the most thinner version of this. Again doing this object path, offset path, and this is the one. Now again just do it on the swatches, just do it on the swatches, and let's apply this here. Control C, Control F to make a different shape, and then apply it. And if I show you, you can see the difference. And doing the same thing, Control C, Control F, and apply it. Let's apply another color for this one, as white is not looking good on that one, so I'm using a darker color, and let's add it here. This looks like messy and makes the design weird. I don't feel like this is amazing. This looks like disgusting. We can work on it to make it perfect. For now I'm just using as it is. For below it's okay, for above it just need to adjust it. Now again doing the same for this one, and for this we need to manual adjust, making this opacity down. Sorry, no need to make this opacity down. As we can see, we have seen that in the design that the design was mainly focused on like doing one was here, then one was here. So we have to follow this process to make it look cool. So if we don't want to lose it, just select a different color than artboard colors, and just complete it. Now you can see I can select it just by clicking on the select similar objects. So this is also a shortcut. Select similar objects. We have to place this design on the previous version. I feel like there is no need of another brief details. It's good as it is. Now just for the door side designs, we need to know how its look. It is bigger than we did, so I don't think there need to be create again another one, as it's very simple and bigger, and so bigger details no need to bigger details don't take lot time from us. So I'm just using, and you can see that this is almost complete. As I said you, control shift alt, I'm using this with control shift alt. Oh, we did one mistake here. Maybe you just missed out. We just need to when we selected these shapes, it automatically selected the below orange shape, and we have to deselect it by pressing shift and left click. And now we have done with it, and just unite it and work on it. It looks like this. And for this part, I think no need to work more on it. We can just select any. Now you can see this is the house, and there is details missing. Not details missing, I will not say this is detail missing. We have to make it, and our client has referred us a design to complete this. Thank you so much for watching this video till here. I hope this video helps you learn something new. If you have any question, you can put below. I have a lot more tasks to do in this design, but I don't want to take more time to record this. And thank you so much for watching this video.